Battle of Blackfire Pass on Legendary difficulty. I'm going to start up. Unfortunately, I have a Celestial Wizard here. I would have liked to have a Bright Wizard. But I've set up defensively on the hill. I'm hill camping. I have my Reiksguard over here. I have a front line of spears, halberdiers in the back, handgunners and crossbowmen behind, great swords, mortars. Just a standard defensive formation. Characters in front to stop any big nasties. I'm going to start out with casting the Comet of Cassandora. Very hard to hit with it. I get Foot of Gorked, I barely take any damage. And yeah, Comet doesn't really do anything. The mortars are damaging several units here. So the mortars, I'm fairly certain that I need to keep my mortars alive. Yeah, 20 kills on the mortar, 2 kills on that mortar. So damaging these units early on with the mortar, very important. I also have my Pistoliers over here. I'm going to send them up to take care of the Doomdiver, because the Doomdiver can do a lot of damage to me if it is allowed to fire from an extended period of time. There come the Doomdivers. Let's see who they're targeting. I think they targeted the Reiksguard. Yeah, they are targeting the Reiksguard. And killing way too many Reiksguard for my tastes. Here one of the Pistoliers gets intercepted by Goblin Wolf Riders, but I'm going to send the other unit up towards the Doomdiver. The Wyvern lands. I'm going to send the Halberdiers down very quickly, together with both characters, to take care of Hack Foespike as quickly as possible. And he's already routing. Some fanatics are coming out here to take care of some of my Halberdiers. But now I'm going to try to create a blob with my characters, a blob where the mortars can fire. I also targeted the Wyvern with handgunners and crossbows. So here come the dwarves into support. The Pistoliers are going in, attacking the Doomdiver catapults, getting some shots in at close range, and then charging into the Doomdiver to stop it from firing. So there's, at some point, an Arachnarok and a Giant are going to make an appearance. The Wyvern is routing, should come back soon. Here comes the Arachnarok. And I managed to see off the Doomdiver catapult, which was very good. If not, my Reiksguard would have been dead, I think. And my characters are taking a pounding. So I'm sending in the great swords. Rally, hold the line, increase leadership. The great swords are going to get nice kills in an engagement like this. Konrad Krauthammer, which is a great name by the way, is routing, but Sigmar, or Karl Franz, as I like to call him, is holding. He says 4 Sigmar so much that he might as well be Sigmar. Now the spears are holding off a few units of goblins, night goblins. Hack Foespike lands again, but he's probably going to die here in this blob of dwarves. He hasn't done that well. Here comes the Arachnarok. The great swords are doing great, but the Foot of Gork didn't do that much damage to me here. And Karl Franz is doing great. Great swords doing great. And here comes the Arachnarok. Well, this is a very messy battle. I haven't been able to use my Reiksguard anywhere. I could have used it to charge this blob, but since I'm firing and since there are a lot of enemy units around, I just keep the Reiksguard in support for now. And sending in the spears to support. Just want to break these units and get hold the line and rally on them. So yeah, I'm managing to break up the blob. Karl Franz has done a great job there, focusing everything I have on the Arachnarok spider. And the good thing about the Arachnarok when you're facing it is that if it loses decisively and takes missile fire, it can break a lot of the time. So the mortars firing on these ranged units, trying to make them run away from the battlefield, and it works relatively well. Now I need to stop the Goblin Wolf Chariot. The gyrocopter is firing on it as well. Hack Foespike is still alive somehow. I'm using my Light Wizard now to chase down routing units together with the Reiksguard. But here comes the, I think it's the third wave of orcs and goblins. Trolls, and the giant. But I haven't lost that much. My dwarven allies have done really well supporting me. The dwarf warrior seeing off Sour Eye Gorger. The Arachnarok spider comes back, but it's shaken, so it's going to drop very easily to any kind of fire. And the mortars keep pounding these units so they rout away from the battlefield, sending the Reiksguard back towards my lines as well. The dwarves, together with fire, taking care of the Arachnarok spider. As Forest Goblin Spider Riders come into the mix. Shady Bear Burner also routing. And this is one of the easier battles, I think, because of the position you have, and because the reinforcements are coming from across the battlefield instead of coming from the flanks. The battles where reinforcements come from the flanks are pretty damn hard. Now, once again, the dwarves are probably saving my ass here by locking down multiple units. So they're going to have a grudge after this battle because I haven't been supporting them nearly as well as they have been supporting me. Here comes the giant, and I'm moving up my crossbows and my handgunners, so they can fire at the trolls and the giants. But I need to pull them back because there's this annoying little unit of goblins coming, so I'm sending in my spearmen towards the goblins. The goblins also taking fire from the gyrocopters, and the Reiksguard keeping away these units over here. So now balance of power is starting to shift relatively heavy in my favor. The gyro bomber has landed. The gyrocopters start to land as well. But now I'm able to fire into the blob with my crossbows. And the giant does not like getting fired on by crossbows. Reiksguard downhill charging into the wolf riders. The giant is wavering. And that's it, really. One of the easier battles on legendary difficulty, for sure. So that's it, the Battle of Blackfire Pass. Close victory. Let's see who did what. Great swords did great in that blob. So did Karl Franz. The warrior priest didn't do too well. The mortars did a really good job. The handgunners got 1 experience, so they did some hit point damage. And the greenskins, Arachnarok does okay, but nothing really did very well for the greenskins. Getting that Doomdiver off the field is essential. Now Thorgrim, he only had miners and dwarf warriors. Did well with his gyrocopters. Thorgrim himself and the Master Engineer didn't do too much damage in terms of kills, but they did stop the Arachnarok, they did stop the Giant, they did stop the Trolls, and that allowed my army to be that much more effective. Strength and over.